so today we're gonna finish working on our puppet that you guys started. These usually take 2 days to dry, but this we only let it dry a day. It's not completely dry, but it's okay. We're still gonna be able to work on it. So this is what it's gonna look like after about 24 to 48 hours. So it's starting to dry and it's good enough to work on right now. So the next step is creating your features of your puppet. I'm gonna build a rabbit. And I've already got, these are really good to recycle. Any kind of cardboard you guys have laying around or you're gonna throw away, empty boxes for Ziploc. All of this stuff is recyclable. We can use all this stuff to make puppets. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna draw out a rabbit ear and I'm gonna cut it out, and then I'm gonna use it as a stencil, and I'm gonna draw the same exact ear here so that my rabbit has 2 ears. So there's the rabbit ear that I drew out. Really easy, just whatever kind of cardboard you can find. Even if you can't find cardboard, there's still ways to create different characteristics. Like this is an ear that we made out of just newspaper and glue. So really, if you get some newspaper and ball it up, add a little glue to it, you can create and form and build different stuff out of your newspaper. You just have to work with it. So it's all about your imagination and your creativity. You got to work with it. So you got to build your puppet. So we have the cardboard. So I'm going to cut out the ear. Show you how to cut it out. You guys know, just draw it out. Real simple. We want to cut out. Help me out, Dee. We're going to cut out something that looks like a rabbit ear, right? And you want your ears the same. So you take that stencil, take it and use it as a stencil, and that way both of your ears are the same, right? So make sure you try to save some of these materials around the house, that way when you need them to make your puppet. And then if you have everything already available, you don't have to run around the house and look for stuff. So try to set up your workstation with all the materials that you need.
There's some ones that were already.
And so we're going to cut out our other rabbit ear. That way they're both the same. You don't want to have one ear smaller than the other. You kind of want them to match, right? So you just kind of make a stencil out of your first ear, and then you cut out your second ear. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay? Just cut it on out, just like that. See your rabbit ears now? So we're gonna mold these ears onto this puppet head here, and we're gonna start making him look like a rabbit, okay? So we're gonna finish making the ear here. Just get the consistency kind of like that. You want it to be able to work with it. You want to be able to dip your stuff in there. You want to be able to dip and take off the excess glue, just like that. It should nicely run smoothly off of your strip. And then, I'm glad I have Dee here to help me, because this part is a little bit tough if you don't have a second person. So we're just going to completely wrap the ear. We're going to mold and sculpt. We're going to support the ear with the newspaper by wrapping it around. We want it to stay on there, right? This ear needs to be off kind of to the side. I mean, you know, really, you can create anything you... My other friend joked about a brown beret puppet, you know what I mean? So, like, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. You can make a little boy puppet, a little girl. You can make a butterfly. You know, it's just about being creative. And you see, we made rabbit ears out of newspaper and a balloon. You know, basically nothing. So it just takes a little imagination, a little creativity. What do you think, Dee? You having fun with it? I think if you just put it on the table maybe and
still
just
creating.
Wrap it while it's down. You could do it like that too.
So the ears will get hard?
The ears will get hard, just like the rest of this got hard. Just takes a little time, some air, you know, put it by the window.
Or molding and sculpting.
Put it by the window where it can get some good, a good little breeze, and it'll dry within 2 days. So once we get the form and the shape of your character, that has to dry, and then after another day or two, you can start painting your puppet. So it's a process, you know. We can't do and complete a whole puppet like in one day. It's over a 3 to 4 day period, so be patient, you know. Your puppet will come out great, but you gotta take the time and you gotta be patient. You gotta mold it, you have to let it dry, and you paint it, then you have to let that dry, and then we're gonna add our finishing touches, which would be our eyes, you know, it would be maybe hair, just depending on what kind of puppet you're creating. Like we're making a rabbit, so after this part dries for a day or two, we're gonna paint it, and then we'll let it dry for 1 day for the paint, and then we'll add like a nose, we'll add googly eyes, just finishing touches, maybe some pipe cleaners for whiskers for the rabbit, or you know, whatnot, depending on your character again. But yeah, it's a process, so don't be discouraged if it doesn't look 100% the way you want it, you know, at the end of day 1 or day 2, because it's a process. It takes time. You got to be patient, and you got to be creative. So have fun with it. Ears and let it dry, and they will dry just like that. So depending on how you shape your puppet and how it dries, that's the way it's gonna stay. So like if I want my ear to curl down a little bit, maybe keep one up and keep one down, you have to shape it that way, and you have to let it sit and dry that way. Okay?
I have some more sculpting to do.
So we're gonna strengthen these and support. We're gonna support our ears a little bit more. But that's basically it, guys. Make sure you're saving your little cardboard boxes, so that way you can make ears and stuff like that. And you know, just 1 or 2 Kleenex boxes or a Ziploc bag, it can make all the difference, you know. Just cutting out and making ears, you know what I mean? Being creative. So you guys make sure you have fun with it, and be patient.